Hey guys, welcome to another video. I hope you're all well. So in this video, I'm going to go through the top 10 driving faults that I've come across whilst conducting these mock driving tests. These faults are in no particular order. And remember, all these are learner drivers, so we expect them to make these kind of faults. Just us instructors have to be ready to react. So yeah, watch the faults and obviously avoid these faults whilst you're driving. So yeah, let's start. So this first fault is a common one. It's clearance when passing parked vehicles. A lot of learners do find this difficult to judge, especially when they're in a different car from the one that they're normally driving, as this learner driver was. So yeah, she was getting way too close. I had to step in, otherwise we could have hit the parked vehicles. The solution to this, we normally give reference points when you first start learning to drive, and the reference points in each vehicle will be different.
Keep to the right of me, please.
Next, we have a fault when turning right, third exit at a roundabout. So the learner driver, she's in the right-hand lane, and as she gets to the second exit, she does the correct thing by checking her mirrors, the centre and left mirror, but she doesn't notice that there's another vehicle in the left lane, and she tries to change lanes. So even though she checked the mirrors, she still didn't notice another vehicle there. So obviously, I had to step in, and the solution to this is just carrying out effective observations. So again, it happens with a lot of learners. They do check their mirrors, but they don't actually take in what's around. So in this situation, even a quick glance over the left shoulder would have helped. Now in this fault, the driver turns onto the wrong side of the road, the opposite side of the road. So to be fair to him, it wasn't a learner driver. He'd actually been driving in America, so obviously they drive on the opposite side of the road. So this was the main reason that this fault happened. And obviously the solution to this, just to don't drive on the wrong side of the road. Now we have another fault for clearance, but this time there's a cyclist involved. So the learner, she gets way too close to the cyclist, and I had to step in and move her away. So in this kind of situation, you'll see we're on a dual carriageway. So as soon as you notice a hazard like the cyclist, first thing to do is check your centre and right mirror and see if it's safe to get into the right hand lane, and it was in this case. So all the learner had to do was just move over after checking the mirrors and leaving us enough space when passing the cyclist, but she didn't. So like I said, I had to step in.
Steering away. Steering away.
This fault is for observations and judgment when entering a roundabout. So this learner, she approaches the roundabout well. She looks to the right and notices a safe gap, but she takes a bit too long in moving off, and a vehicle approaches. She doesn't notice, so I have to step in. But then she continues doing the same fault again and again, so I have to help her out. So the solution to this is, when you do look to the right, make sure you're quite quick in moving off when you do see a gap, and make sure there's no gap between your observations and moving off. So keep checking continuously.
Stop, stop. Okay. Stop, stop, stop.
Next, we have a learner that doesn't notice the red lights at a pedestrian crossing. I know a lot of you might think this is straightforward, but when learning to drive, you have a lot to focus on, and this does happen quite a bit. So this gets better as you get more experience, but obviously you must notice the colour of the lights.
Please stop. Please stop.
Hey guys, I hope you're all well. For any of you that are learning to drive, I would highly recommend downloading the Ultimate Driving course. There are 38 easy to understand videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. Just watch the video before the driving lesson related to the topic you are covering on that day. This will provide you with the correct knowledge on that subject, which means you'll know exactly what to do. So you'll get into the car fully prepared, which will speed up learning. This will definitely save you time and money on driving lessons. The course is still available at the special offer one-off fee, which gives you access to all of the videos for 12 months.
Hooray! So this course really filled my knowledge gaps and I became more confident.
After watching some of the videos on the course, I felt really comfortable with the extra knowledge.
Before I passed my driving test, I was really nervous. It really helped me have more confidence, and I would take what I learned during the course into my lessons and really aid that.
Ultimate Driving course honestly was a breath of fresh air. It had all the videos that covered all the topics and they got straight to the point.
So before my driving test, I was very nervous. After doing the course, I felt a lot more confident on the road. I felt like I'd learnt like a few tricks that I didn't necessarily pick up from my instructor, so I had a couple of other things in the bag, which is good.
The videos obviously help you because you're going into that lesson knowing exactly what you're going to do, and just having that knowledge just makes that lesson faster and you feel a lot better.
The course in its simplicity, it summarizes everything we need to pass.
It will help you pass the test more quickly and drive more confidently and safely. It will definitely help you pass the test itself.
Well, I actually feel over the moon. I never thought that I'd pass my driving test first time, so I'm so happy. I will say that it's a comprehensive course that will aid you massively in your driving lessons, and I think it's an essential tool for many drivers.
I'd say it's a great learning tool.
Now that I've passed my test, honestly, I'm just happy I bought the course in general, because this course honestly just gets to the point and tells you everything you need to know.
After the test, which was today, felt very relieved, ecstatic, very happy, very proud of myself. I'd say it's the best educational addition to your driving lessons. The videos are very clear and really easy to understand.
On this fault, when turning right at the traffic lights, the learner gets a bit confused about where to turn, so I had to help her out. But I think the main reason for this happening was because she approached way too fast, as you'll see. So when approaching any turn, make sure you approach at the correct speed, and as you're approaching, you're looking at where to turn.
Yeah.
This fault is basically the learner's reaction to stalling. So when you do stall, if you're on an uphill road, you've got to make sure you keep good control. So press the foot brake, use the handbrake, but don't let the vehicle roll back. And as you'll see, this learner, she didn't keep control. She was rolling back, and if I didn't step in, we would have hit the car behind. So yeah, stalling's not an issue. It's all about your reaction.
Will you start the car for me, please? Clutch down. Turn the key. Okay. Hold the clutch there. Hold it there. Okay. Press more gas, please. Bit high with the clutch. More gas. More gas first. Okay. Right. If you take your feet off for me, and if you turn the key, okay, it's fine. It started. That's it. Okay. Press the gas for me, please. Just the gas. Okay. Keep it there. We've got to wait for that car yet. Not yet.
At this fault, the learner gets way too close to the vehicle in front. I had to step in, otherwise we would have hit that vehicle. To be fair to the learner, there's a big roundabout coming up ahead, and he was following the sat-nav, and he was a bit confused about where he's got to turn. So he must have been thinking about that and didn't realise what was going on. So yeah, obviously I had to step in. So with this, like, obviously when you learn to drive, there's a lot to focus on, but you can't let stuff like this happen.
Go right on the roundabout, third exit, exit.
The final fault is another one for observations and judgment. This time we're on a dual carriageway. The learner driver, she's in the right hand lane and is trying to move into the left hand lane, which is a lane for normal driving. She does check the centre and left mirror, but she doesn't notice that there's another vehicle overtaking in the left lane, and she tries to move over. Obviously I had to step in, otherwise this could have been really dangerous. And again, the solution is to take effective observations. So when you do check the mirrors, actually take in what's going on around you. And don't rush your decision, and a sideways glance will always help.
So we stay this.
I hope you guys found this video helpful. Like always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.